Hello. If you have watched some of my videos before, you know I'm Sarah Bryson, CFO, Clarity Control Killer Cashflow, and I want to talk today about Clarity. In fact, Clarity is so specific that it's $19.42. I was talking to an owner, and she, like many other owners I've talked to, was burnt out and overwhelmed and didn't see a way forward. And she was not only running her business, but working a full-time job. Not because she wanted to, because trust me, she did not want to. She just wanted to run her business. But the problem was that the business was not regularly and reliably covering its own bills. So she had to have a job because not only did she have to find a way to eat, but she needed to make sure her employees could eat. She had to have a business that could cover its bills, and that wasn't the case. So she worked a full-time job to support herself and her business, and that's just not how it's supposed to be. So I asked her a bunch of questions, and because she was so burned out, she couldn't answer a lot of them because they were about 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and she's like, I'm just trying to get through to tomorrow. So I said, okay, well then, what you need? What do you want? Where are we at? And the answer was ultimately she just wanted to have one job. That's the business. And I said, cool. Then let me know a number. What would you need the business to pay you in order for you to be able to quit the job? She thought about it and she gave me a number. I said, awesome sauce. Cool. Let me take a look at things. And so I did. And I looked at her numbers. I looked at her business. I looked at what she sold. I looked at what she wanted. Right? She just wants a business that pays itself and her. And then when I gave her financial clarity session, I was able to show her that the change was increasing her average sale value by only $19.42. She had no idea that she was that close. But that was the answer, was if she could just increase sales, the average sale by $19.42 on average, she would have a business where, well, not only could she lose clients, but she would still be okay. She would still have more than enough money to keep the business operating, and she would have enough money to take home and cover her own bills. And she was, of course, over the moon, ecstatic. But then she worried, well, are people going to be okay with this? Because that would be increasing my fees. And I said, well, actually, I took a look, and did you know that you're underpriced for your area? In fact, if you increase your fees just to cover this extra bit, you're still not even going to be average for the zip codes in which you provide your service. You're still going to be under the median for pricing in your area. And that was it. That's all she had to do, was just increase her average sale, $19.42. And most business owners, I find, have no idea that they're that close to success. They are that close. Just such a small change has such a huge effect on their business. And that's a big part of why I do what I do, because business owners are always so close to what they're doing, putting out all the fires, that they just can't see the opportunities. And I can, and I love doing that for people. So I have a freebie for you down in the comments. Go ahead and pop it open. Take a look at it. I hope it helps you. It's 10 questions every CEO must be able to answer about their business. It can uncover a lot of opportunities for you to have that business that lets you do what you want and just run that business. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this was helpful. Go forth and profit, everybody.